This video is sponsored by Keeper Security. Okay, so the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 FE. Let's talk about why you should buy this tablet. Let's jump in. First things first, let's go ahead and get this out the way. I'm not saying that this is the only tablet you should go out there and buy. I've said this a number of times. If you are in the market for a tablet, the decision to pull that trigger and purchase a tablet should be based on the number of factors, right? There's no one size fits all, right? There's no tablet out there that just fits everyone. With that said, the reason I'm making this video is because I've gotten a few people actually contact me directly, asking me to provide them with kind of a short list of reasons why this could be a nice pickup. So that's what we're going to be focusing on today. And if you are in the market and currently in limbo trying to make that decision and you just want a couple of reasons to kind of push you to pull that trigger, the first one is going to be the display on this bad boy. If you are currently looking for a tablet that has a large display and you are on a budget, this would be a nice one to consider. This is actually an artist's dream tablet. Well, maybe not just an artist on a budget. This would be their dream tablet because you can get access to a pretty large canvas like this one for your artwork and all of that good stuff at a reasonable price, right? Because this thing is supposed to be a mid-range tablet, so definitely not as expensive as what you would find with the Tab S9 Plus, for example, or even the Tab S8 Plus, which by the way shares the same size as this. The size here is 12.4 inches, so you have the size going for you there. The second thing you should consider as a good reason to purchase this tablet is the fact that it's a premium build. It's a mid-range tablet, but Samsung really has a way of making their tablets, feel and look premium. This is a very premium built tablet. It feels really good in the hands. It feels solid. It's dense. This is not one that you want to drop on your face. That said, it is a relatively light tablet to carry around. It's okay if you want to go ahead and just hold it like this, like a little folder, or if you want to go ahead and drop in your backpack or your bag, you will be fine with this one. So we have that going. Again, if you're in the market for a mid-range in this size, you won't find too many. I know, Lenovo tends to make, different size tablets also, but for something this size that offers what this tablet offers, I don't think you will find it. And I mean that comprehensive package, right? So the looks, the size, the software, Samsung DeX and all that good stuff. So that's one of the reasons. The second reason would be, well, I mentioned Samsung DeX there. That's pretty nice segue into the next thing. The support for Samsung DeX. If you're not familiar with Samsung DeX, it's essentially a feature that turns your tablet here into a desktop. Not literally, but it makes it mimic the looks of a desktop. And it also makes it so that the way you interact with the tablet becomes as if you're interacting with a desktop, right? So you do have a desktop on your screen where you do have the icons listed or organized exactly as they are with your computer, so you can go ahead and navigate them. And it also makes things very flexible in a way where you're a lot more productive, right? In a way you move icons and can do multitasking. You can actually take your multitasking to the next level. Nothing comes close to this, and I've said this before. Samsung DeX doesn't have any true competitor out there. So if you don't know what that is, I would suggest, of course, you watch more videos on this. I've made a bunch of videos on this and I've always highlighted that in my different tablet videos, or you can even just do simple research and read up on it. It's a very, very good feature that a lot of people who own tablets, who own Samsung tablets that support that feature do not use enough. Like, they underuse that feature. But anyway, that's that. By the way, I mentioned this already, but this is just another reminder as the holidays continue here that cybercrime is still on the rise, especially in these unsuspecting times, right? When we're too busy celebrating with our family. So it is important for you to protect yourself and your family members online. And you can do so by protecting the many passwords that you have from getting stolen. And I've said it before, I personally use Keeper Security and I highly recommend it. It's worked very well for me. So with this being the holidays and all, this could actually be the perfect gift for family and friends. You can actually use my discount code IvanCam50 that I'm going to have in the description so that you can get 50% off when you sign up. Do your part to keep your password safe by gifting it to yourself, family members, or even friends, right? So I will have those links in the description. But anyway, so you've seen me swing this S Pen around, the stylus around a lot, right? This is another reason why you should buy, this mid-range tablet. You do have the stylus here included. There are mid-range tablets out there that do support styluses, but generally they're not included. And this thing is very useful. This tool is so cool, right? Especially to those of you who own tablets, if you're going to be taking down notes, if you want to be drawing, as I mentioned, if you're an artist, it works very, very well. It can be useful in a number of ways, right? Anywhere from cropping, you know, cutting and pasting in text messages and things like that. The next thing here that I think you should consider this tablet because of is the battery life. You see the size, you know, 12.4 inches, as I mentioned. The battery size on the flagship tablet, the premium one, those boast a 10,090 milliamp battery in terms of size. Guess what? This mid-range tablet is boasting that same size battery. So battery life here is very good, especially for a tablet. If you're a power user, you should be covered, and it is fast charge capable at up to 45 watt. That's a very good thing because once you have, when you have a large device, right? It's one thing if you have a phone, you can quickly charge that compared to a tablet. When you have a device this large, you want that capability that allows for it to charge faster than many other tablets out there. And speaking of charging, this is another nice segue because of course you'll be charging using the USB Type-C port that we have at the bottom here. That same USB Type-C port is actually a USB Type-C 3.1 in terms of speed. So fast transfer speed, fast charge, as I mentioned already. And also, most importantly, and I think this is one of the things that many people love this tablet for, you have the ability to push out video signal, right? So you can mirror this display on another monitor, right? You have something, you connect it, and whatever you're doing here, you can actually do that on the other monitor, and you could split screen, and you can multitask even more, using a second monitor. That is a really cool feature. It's a very important feature for a lot of people who try to multitask or who would like to multitask. Even people who, who have presentations and they want to be able to connect this to a projector and have this, projecting on a larger wall so that they can do presentations. That is an important feature. And unfortunately, with the successor to this line, the Tab S9 FE series, they removed that feature. So for the updated tablet, they actually took that off. So that was kind of a downgrade with that. So that's another important thing, another good reason for you to consider this tablet here. The next one here is going to be the display. As I mentioned, it's a large display. It's not an OLED display. So you shouldn't be expecting any of those crazy inky black and inky red that you get on OLED displays. But still, this LCD looks good. Watching movies, very nice because it's already large and because it's a modern built tablet with a uniform bezel around the face there. You watch things kind of in widescreen, right? So it's pretty immersive given that the display is large already and it's also pretty vibrant. Colors are fairly vibrant on here. Along with that, it does have some crisp speakers here. You have a dual speaker setup, one on each side here. Sound quality coming out of those, very, very nice. Super crisp, right? Because this is tuned by AKG. Now, I'm not going to make this video very long, and I'm going to say that those are some of the main reasons you should have in mind if you were considering picking up this tablet and you were just looking for that push, right? I will have some links in the description that will take you to the best deals you can find on this tablet right now. So make sure to check out those links. Then, of course, you do have other things going for the tablet itself, but we're going to stop right here. I'm not saying this is the perfect tablet. Today, I was just highlighting the good parts of this tablet, right? And if you are new to the tablet world, just know that this is still being supported by Samsung. And even after Samsung stopped supporting the tablet, you can still use your tablet, even years after that. This one here is the Wi-Fi model. So it's the one that does come with the Snapdragon 778, right? So in terms of power, definitely a mid-range level processing power, right? And on top of that, you have the ability to expand the internal storage. This is the base 64 gigs of internal storage, but of course you can push that out up to 1 terabyte. I'm highlighting this to those of you who may not be familiar with this particular tablet. There are other things going for this tablet, so I'm just going to go ahead and stop right here. But anyway, so if you have any additional questions, make sure to put those in the comment section. The other people who are watching this video are also very helpful. They may, if you have a question, they may be able to answer before I get to you. But I'm going to try to get to your questions. If you have any, I'm going to catch you in that comment section. Make sure, of course, to like the video, share if you know anyone who is or who would be interested. Make sure, of course, to subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'm going to catch you in the next video. Up until that next video, of course, as always, stay safe out there.